This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Today, I want to talk about Mike Flynn. The Guardian just wrote a piece they released early this morning that indicates that the Pentagon knew that Lieutenant General Mike Flynn was a traitor to America as far back as 2014. As far back as 2014. I want to talk a little bit about who Mike Flynn is, about his rise to power, his heading of the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency, which is a principal sourcing agency for intelligence related to combat missions. It's a big deal to be the head of one of the three-letter agencies, CIA, DIA, NSA. There are intelligence agencies within the infrastructure of our country that really make up what it is to gather information and counterintelligence and how we operate militarily across the globe, and even diplomatically, for that matter. And Michael Flynn was fired from that job. Michael Flynn believed we needed a more comprehensive, aggressive approach toward warfare battling radical Islamic terrorism. He was fired because he had the wrong approach. We didn't want an all-out, full-on war like we did in Iraq or one of these others that really led us nowhere but to spending trillions of dollars. Along come Donald Trump, and Michael Flynn found a friend because they both love taking money from hostile foreign powers. I'm going to talk about the Guardian findings in a minute, but it really needs to be impressed upon you just the kind of traitor Michael Flynn is. Not only did he assist in the campaign and in the transition of Donald Trump in between when Donald Trump got elected, but he also had been taking hundreds of thousands of dollars off the books, unregistered foreign agent, from Turkey. He had been taking tens of thousands of dollars from Russia Today, RT, which is the Kremlin's premier propaganda network. Unregistered. And then when he took the helm as the national security advisor for Donald Trump, he was having secret conversations prior to being confirmed, prior to taking the job, from actually being physically in the job, in the transition. He was, before Donald Trump was president, he was having conversations with Sergei Kislyak, not Lavrov, the other one, Kislyak, and effectively trying to have two separate governments to the United States at one time. And then when asked about it by the FBI, he lied about it. He pleaded guilty to it. In August, I believe, May of 2020, Bill Barr moved to vacate his conviction, his guilty plea. And then in November, the 25th, I believe, of 2020, Donald Trump issued a full pardon for this traitor to the United States. That's who Michael Flynn is. A man who is not dedicated to protecting and preserving the Constitution of the United States. A man who is not dedicated to preserving democracy in our country. Remember Michael Flynn from the Republican National Convention in 2016, leading the lock her up chants, leading the we want to prosecute and persecute political opponents. That's Michael Flynn. Just a fucking piece of work. And now, The Guardian is reporting in this article, Michael Flynn ignored official warnings about receiving foreign payments. Trump's former national security advisor was warned about taking foreign money as far back as 2014. The Pentagon's inspector general has found undermining claims of political persecution. And that's the other thing, is that Michael Flynn acts like he's a victim. Oh, poor me. They don't like me. I'm unduly being persecuted by America. after I served her so valiantly, so heroically in uniform for so many years. Coward, traitor to the country. Treasonous coward to the United States. Reading the most important things, I believe, out of this article. It's a long article. I'll link it below. Read the whole thing. But these are the high points, I think. The Defense Department Inspector General has uncovered evidence that Michael Flynn accepted hundreds of thousands of dollars from foreign interests and governments, despite repeated warnings by the DoD and the Justice Department that his conduct might be illegal, The Guardian can reveal. Now, according to people familiar with the confidential findings of the recently completed IG investigation, The Guardian can reveal Flynn was warned years earlier that his acceptance of foreign money and his not registering as a foreign agent would likely be illegal. The Defense Intelligence Agency first warned Flynn in an October 8, 2014 letter that his acceptance of foreign money might be a potential violation of federal law, as well as the Emoluments Clause of the United States Constitution, which similarly prohibits such foreign payments to government officials. On November 30th, 2016, the Justice Department separately warned Flynn that he might be violating a federal law known as the Foreign Agents Registration Act, or FARA, in relation to his work as a lobbyist for the Turkish regime of the strongman Erdogan. The law required Flynn to register with the DOJ as a foreign agent and truthfully disclose details of his lobbying work to the DOJ as well. Despite the DIA warning, the Defense Intelligence Agency warning, not to take foreign money, Flynn still accepted $45,000 from RT, a Kremlin-controlled media organization described by the United States intelligence agencies as the, quote, Kremlin's principal international propaganda outlet, $22,000 from other Russian interests, and $530,000 to serve as a lobbyist for Turkey. And despite the warning from the Justice Department, Flynn did not comply with the FARA statute. And now we have Flynn out there whining and crying in an attempt to undermine the democracy that we enjoy. The democracy that could have fallen had the insurrectionists on January 6th prevailed. That's where we are. Lieutenant General to traitor to the country, to putting his loyalty to Donald Trump ahead of everything else, ahead of the oath that he swore to protect and defend the Constitution of these United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. A similar, not identical, but similar oath that I took, that I swore as an enlisted Marine. And here we are with him now. There needs to be prosecutions. Why are we sitting on our hands? At the very least, he has violated the Emoluments Clause of the Constitution, which apparently is worthless. Apparently, the Constitution is just a rag upon which we can wipe our asses, because Donald Trump trampled all over the Emoluments Clause. So to have so many of his appointees, because even if he was out of office, it has been ruled that you can be recalled as a flag officer to duty at any time. Therefore, you cannot take monies from foreign governments. What do you think? When are we going to be done with these troglodytes, these traitors who wrap themselves in the flag while taking hundreds of thousands of dollars from despotic regimes all across the world? Erdogan, Putin. You can leave me a short voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I would love to hear from you. If you dissent, I'd really love to hear from you. Follow me on social media. I'm everywhere. That's a good time to connect with me there. Also, I would encourage you to support my work here on YouTube. If I bring you value. If there's somebody else out there that brings you more value, I get that. I'm not for everybody. I say that all the time, and I mean it. But if I do bring you value and you do appreciate what I do here, consider becoming a channel member. For fewer than $2 a month, you can click the join button, see what's involved there. And for $1.99 a month, you can help support my work. If I was able to marshal the size of my audience, my growing audience, almost at 300,000 subscribers right now, I'd be able to could hire a production assistant and I could put out double or triple the content that I do now. So I don't have to waste time editing and just yammer into a camera. That would be all right by me. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.